In this video, we're breaking down the pros and cons of the American Express Cobalt Card and coming to a conclusion of whether or not it deserves a rightful spot in your wallet in 2025 and beyond. Let's get to it. Ever since its introduction into the Canadian credit card market in 2017, the American Express Cobalt Card has remained one of the most popular credit cards in Canada. Now, this is largely due to the card's incredible earning rates on common expenses and the flexible American Express membership rewards points, Canada's best points currency. However, as we head into late 2025, there's another round of changes coming to our beloved Cobalt Card. In case you missed it, the card's monthly fee is increasing from $12.99 to $15.99 in November. Right now, that adds up to $155.88 over the course of the year, but this is increasing to a total of $191.88, or an additional $36 or a 23% increase from the current state of affairs. If you live in Quebec, you're charged an annual fee instead of a monthly fee, and this is moving up from $150 to $191.88, or a 28% increase. Over the last few years, we've seen the perks and benefits on this card gradually trimmed back, and now the fee is increasing without anything meaningful added in return. So, is the American Express Cobalt Card still worth holding on to, or is it time to move on to something else? Let's take a closer look at the arguments on either side. One of the biggest reasons that people love this card is its sheer earning power. It earns 5 membership rewards points per dollar spent on food delivery, groceries, and dining in Canada, 3 membership rewards points per dollar spent on streaming services, 2 membership rewards points per dollar spent on gas and transit, and 1 membership rewards point per dollar spent on everything else. Now, the 5X category is capped at $2,500 per month, and in theory, if you were to max this out, that adds up to a whopping 150,000 membership rewards points over the course of the year in this category alone. Now, at the bare minimum, that's $1,500 worth of points, but you can turn that into much greater value if you redeem your points strategically. If your monthly spending habits and the places that you shop at happen to match the Cobalt Card's 5X earning rate, it's hard to find a card with a better return in Canada. Plus, there's no cost to adding supplementary card holders to your account. So if you find yourself with room to spare in the 5X category every month, consider adding trusted family members to your account to help maximize your reward. Now, fortunately, there aren't any changes coming to the card's earning rates this time around, and in my opinion, the Cobalt Card remains the most powerful credit card in Canada for people looking to travel more and travel better. Now, speaking of travel rewards, the second major pro that comes with the American Express Cobalt Card is the type of points it earns: American Express membership rewards. Membership rewards is hands down the best points currency in Canada, and that's because it can do everything that cashback cards can do, everything that fixed value points currencies can do, and everything that airline and hotel loyalty programs can do, and more. If you redeem your points for a statement credit against any purchase at a value of 1 cent per point, you can view membership rewards as a quasi-cashback currency. And in Canada, there's pretty much no better return for your spend in the 5X category in this regard. You can also get great value for your membership rewards points by booking flights through the AMEX Fixed Points travel program, which gives you a value of up to 2 cents per point, or twice what you'd get if you redeem them for a statement credit. However, we at Prince of Travel believe that the best way to maximize your membership rewards points is to leverage the many transfer partners. You've got Air Canada Aeroplan for Star Alliance and external partner airlines. You've got the British Airways Club and Cathay Pacific Asia Miles for One World flights. And you've got Air France KLM Flying Blue and Delta Sky Miles for SkyTeam flights. And Delta Sky Miles is actually the best program that you can use for booking WestJet flights with points. And Etihad Guest offers access to Etihad Apartments, one of the most aspirational experiences that you can get in the skies. And if hotels are more your thing, you can also convert your membership rewards points to Marriott Bonvoy or Hilton Honors points. No other points currency in Canada gives you that kind of flexibility, and indeed, it's what makes membership rewards such a strong points program. Now, let's suppose that you're looking to fly to Europe and you're open to any possibility. Ultra low-cost carriers, flights in economy, all the way up to business class and even first class. If you find a great deal on a cash fare, you can book it with your Cobalt Card and redeem your points against the purchase at 1 cent per point. You might also have a look at the AMEX Travel portal to see if you can leverage the AMEX Fixed Points travel program. For 60,000 membership rewards points, you can get up to $900 off the cost of a base fare, but keep in mind that you'll have to pay anything above that, as well as the taxes and fees. Now, if you were to maximize this way, you'd be looking at 1.5 cents per point, which is pretty good, but you can still do better than that. Alternatively, you could transfer your points to Aeroplan and look for flights with Air Canada, Star Alliance, or external partner airlines, and you'd be looking at as few as 35,000 or 40,000 points per direction in economy, or 60,000 to 70,000 points in business class. Now you could also choose to transfer your points one-to-one to the British Airways Club, and that's great if you can find award space on One World Airlines, and you can book using British Airways Avios, but you could also consider transferring them to Aer Lingus Avios, Iberia Avios, Finnair Avios, or Qatar Airways Avios if you happen to find better reward pricing within the Avios ecosystem. Now, if none of those options work so far for you, you still have the option of looking at flights available through Air France KLM Flying Blue, and fortunately, Air France and KLM have excellent coverage across Canadian airports, and award pricing is very competitive across all cabins of service, especially if you can find it at the starting at price. Now, this type of flexibility is super valuable these days if you ask me, and that's because more and more airline loyalty programs are moving towards dynamic pricing, there's more competition for award space than ever before, and sweet spots are becoming harder to find with each and every day it seems. This flexibility alone makes the American Express Cobalt Card totally worth it, but let's take a look at some of the arguments on the other side. Now, as we talked about before, the effective annual fee is moving up from $155.88 to $191.88, or a 23% increase. For casual users of the Cobalt Card who don't spend a lot in the 5X category, the value proposition of this card is becoming even less compelling. Depending on which category you earn your points in and how you tend to redeem your points, you have to spend between $19,188 at 1 point per dollar and redeeming them at 1 cent per point to earn enough rewards to justify the annual fee, or $3,838 at 5 points per dollar spent and redeeming them at 1 cent per point. Now, we at Prince of Travel value membership rewards points at 2.2 cents per point given how flexible they are, and at this valuation you'd have to earn 8,721 points over the course of the year to break even. Now, this works out to about $145 in the 5X category every month, which should be attainable for most Canadians. Now, the second con to this card is that the American Express Cobalt Card hasn't had a competitive welcome bonus for years. Looking at the historical offers section on the Prince of Travel website, I see that the card's historical high was at around 50,000 points for a brief period of time during the pandy. However, the card's welcome bonus dropped from its historical average of 30,000 membership rewards points to just 15,000 membership rewards points in November 2023, and it hasn't budged since then. Now, the Cobalt Card's welcome bonus is particularly low if you compare it to other cards in the American Express membership rewards lineup. And of course, that's absolutely fine if you're here for the long-term earning potential, but it doesn't help you very much if you're focused on upfront value or if you need a quick boost of points. I should note that sometimes we see preferred offers available on the Cobalt Card, which offer a slightly increased welcome bonus, but those are unpredictable. Now, another big issue that's come to light recently is that American Express seems to be cracking down on people who are leveraging the card's 5X earning rate. Even people who are legitimately spending large amounts on groceries and dining every month are receiving warning letters from AMEX, or even worse, having their accounts shut down without notice. It's really unfortunate that this is happening to people who are legitimately using the card for its intended purposes. It's also a good reminder that American Express is actively monitoring your card usage, and you don't want to push your luck. Some of the other cons to this card are that the category earning rates don't apply outside of Canada and never should have, and that the card levies foreign transaction fees, which doesn't make it a good card to use when you're traveling abroad. Now, these shouldn't necessarily come as a surprise because American Express markets the Cobalt Card as a lifestyle card and not a travel card. However, in my opinion, the card's prowess is largely centered around its ability to earn travel points, and it'd be great to see more travel-centric benefits added to the card in the future. Now, I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon, and indeed, we've seen American Express start to steer Cobalt Card holders towards more traditional travel products like the American Express Gold Rewards Card and the American Express Platinum Card. Now, lastly, there's the issue of perks being slowly whittled away on this card without anything added in return. Travel used to be a 2x earning category, but that was removed in October 2024. Monthly spending caps were introduced on the 5x earning categories in 2023, although the total amount of spending that qualified for 5x didn't change. Now we've got a fee increase without any benefits added to balance it out. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still a great credit card, but it'd be really nice to see American Express add benefits whenever they take them away. So is the American Express Cobalt Card still worth it in 2025? In my opinion, yes, it absolutely is, but with some important caveats. This card is still an absolute powerhouse with its earning rates. If you're able to leverage the 5X category to the tune of a couple $100s each month, it's absolutely worth it. Now, in addition to the card's strong earning rates on common expenses, what really makes this card stand out to me are the flexible points that you earn. Want to treat it as a quasi-cashback card at 1 cent per point? You can do that, and the effective earning rate on groceries, dining, and food delivery are better than any cashback card that you'll find in Canada. Want to squeeze a little bit more value out of your points by booking flights through the AMEX Fixed Points travel program? You can do that, and the value that you'll get from your points is similar to what you'll find in the CIBC Aventura Airline Rewards Chart and the RBC Air Travel Redemption Schedule. Want to learn the ins and outs of reward travel and convert your points into external loyalty programs? You can do that too with membership rewards points, and indeed, members of the Prince of Travel community have been leveraging this perk for years. However, I'd argue that you shouldn't use your Cobalt card as your sole credit card. Rather, you can think of it as the points generator in the 5x and 3x categories. Use it to earn as many membership rewards points as you can on your daily purchases, especially those in the higher categories, and then use other cards to fill in the gap. For spending abroad, consider the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card, which offers 6 free lounge visits every year, has great travel insurance, and it doesn't levy foreign transaction fees on purchases outside of the country. If you're a frequent traveler, consider pairing it with a premium credit card that comes with better benefits and a much more juicy welcome offer. The American Express Platinum card fits this bill perfectly, with unlimited lounge access, a juicy welcome bonus, and much more. If you tend to travel exclusively on points, consider pairing it with an airline's co-branded credit card for extra perks and insurance coverage on award travel. With a credit card portfolio, you're maximizing the Cobalt's strengths and filling in the gaps where it falls a bit short. So, what do you think? Do you think the Cobalt card still deserves a spot in your wallet, or have you moved on to different cards or points program? Now, as the credit card and loyalty landscapes continue to shift, we'll be offering you our opinion on the best approaches you can take in 2025 and beyond, so stay tuned and I look forward to seeing you there.